Okay, girls, I am going to show you how to create a mood board using Photopea. So first thing that you need to do is go to your web browser, type in photopea.com, and it will come up just like that. And this is what it looks like. So it's this kind of turquoise, kind of swirly pea shape. That's the logo. So click on New Project, and you need to change the name of your project to Mood Board. Then we are going to change the size of the piece of paper that you want to print on, so that it's going to fit into your new brown sketchbooks. So I've measured it, and your sketchbooks are 28 centimetres by 29 centimetres. Now it only gives us millimetres or inches, so we can either go 280 millimetres by 290, or if you change that to inches, it's 11 by 11.5. 11.4 roughly. Now, because we want to print it, we're going to change the DPI. DPI stands for dots per inch. We're going to change that to 300 because we want to print these out. Otherwise, Photopea just sets it to 72, which means that it's nice and clear and sharp when it's on a computer screen, but it's not necessarily sharp when it's printed out. So 300 dots per inch. Change the background to transparent, and then click create. Okay, so you're going to then have your box, and that box is basically the right size for your new sketchbook. So we've got a couple of different excuse me, a couple of different buttons that we need to press here. Now, the easiest way to create this mood board is to click on this little icon here, the picture icon, brings up a gallery, and then in the keywords type in the theme that you've chosen. So if you've chosen horror, type in horror, and it will show you lots of different horror images. Okay, so I quite like some of these, so just click on the image, and that image will then show up on your piece of paper, okay, on your document. So that one looks quite cool. I quite like that one with the skull. That looks quite scary with the reflection in the mirror. Guy with the hoodie with no face is quite scary too. Bandage faces, yeah, liking those. So I'm just looking, not picking all of them, just picking the ones that I think I could recreate in the studio. So which ones could you recreate in the studio or on location? You don't have to use the photography studio, but which ones would I like to try? So it could be that you'd like to try the pose, it could be that you'd like to try the lighting, it could be that you'd like the props, the hair, the makeup, the outfits that people are wearing. You might like to do this one more of a silhouette. You guys are going to have to bring in the objects that you want. Now, I've just typed in horror there. I could be a little bit more specific and do portraits. If I could spell, that would be good. There we go. So this is only going to show me horror portraits now. Are there any here that I like the look of that I want to add? This one's quite cool. We did our long exposure photography, so perhaps that one might work well. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So to close that gallery, you have to press that little icon, the one that looks like a black and white picture, just down here, this one. So hopefully you can see it. It's sort of in the middle of the screen for me at the moment. I've got my iPad landscape. Now, what you need to imagine now is that you've got several pieces of paper, clear sheets of acetate on top of one another. They're all on top of one another, but each of them